Coley here. You should subscribe to my channel because otherwise real ones don't get famous and only people who do this kind of dumb shit do, you know?
I don't know shit. I don't know shit.
Coley here, new Revelutionary on life's purpose. Oh, you phone. You phoneering. Goddamn phoneering. See, I'm a human. I do not like newfangled technologies. I am old school. I like the talent life. I am not a crypto bro. Blockchain. They're like, money's fake, so we're going to invent faker money. I'm like, I believe in energy. Energy. All right, there's my silly intro, unplanned. My point today is I want to talk about life's purpose. So, Department of Government Efficiency, right? Doge. I think we also need a DILP, Department of Life's Purpose. I'm completely kidding because that just sounds silly. DILP. Like, yo, I work for DILP. I'm just kidding. It needs a way better name. I don't like acronyms. But my point is this. The economy has taught human beings since the Industrial Revolution to be more like robots, right? It doesn't train us to be free-thinking, creative, social, empathic things. It turns us into cogs in the wheel of the machine. That's why there's bands like Rage Against the Machine. And we just get better at collecting monies, fake money, and, getting more like robots. And then they invent robots. And then it's like, all right, well, what do we do now? Like, you just turned us into the robots so you guys can make more clamshells to buy more yachts, and then you just pulled the rug out where now we're like, what do we do? If you got the robots and AI and automation, what do we do? Human stuff. We should do human stuff. Empathy, social investment, creativity, art, philosophy, nurturing the earth, the soil, healthier farming. I mean, there's, correcting the toxicity of the machine's work so far so that the air is clean, the water's clean. I mean, this is what we can do, right? And what I think people misunderstand in the demagoguing that is so prevalent on the right, they pick a new target every election cycle. It's the immigrants, it's the billionaires, but then we put all the billionaires in the cabinet, and then now it's the government workers, man. It's the government. Now it's Canada. It's Canada. It's Mexico. And all you just, it's like, dude, life is not that simple. Like, there's like a lot of reasons why things suck. And you guys don't seem to point out the one that's glaringly obvious. And I'm not even demagoguing that, okay? So I believe there's nuance. So when you guys are demonizing government workers, if you met these people, there's these NGOs and USAID and nonprofits and social workers, and there's all these people I've met going to Georgetown, working in DC, working in the Social Impact Entertainment Society, working with some of these organizations. They just care about purpose. That's what they care about. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm sure there's some bad actors. I'm sure there's some bad apples and some people or whatever. But most of these people, they just care about purpose. And we should celebrate people who, instead of pursuing yachts and unlimited financial gain, are happy with just sometimes 40 to 80 grand a year, because what their perk is purpose. They're like, I don't really care what I get paid. I just want to help the world. And so they do various things for the government and for social organizations and international and domestic, and that's what they want. They want purpose. And we owe them stability. If they're willing to take 40 to 80 grand a year to just barely get by because it makes their heart sing to help, we should give those people stability where they don't got to worry about their jobs every fucking day. If you rip that out from under them, they're going to be hurt, and they got to find some new work, and then they're going to turn just like the rest of you monsters. And they're going to be like, I just want the bucks. That's what turned you like that. I don't want to let it happen. So I say we suggest we build DILP. I'm kidding. What I would actually like to call it is the American Heel Corps. We have the military, and they serve, right? I think we should have another organization that is the nurturing version, right? And the military, I'm all for a strong military. I don't trust none of y'all fucks. So it's like we gotta have the big guns, okay? But we also gotta nurture our society. The machine's doing fine. The machine is killing it, okay? It's getting stronger and it's printing more billionaires than ever. The machine's fine. Where we have underinvested is in people stuff, human stuff. And that's why you see all this mental illness and violence and political riots and people getting kicked out of their homes and clunky economy. And the machine is fine, okay? We need to invest in people. And so as y'all fire all these purpose-driven workers, where are they going to go? They're either going to start throwing Molotovs at Tesla or turn into the machine that turned them that way. Or we could create a division of the U.S. military, that's where the money is, called the American Heel Corps. And just like in the military, you can sign up to serve. Not a great salary, but good benefits, and you just serve whatever's in the interest of the United States and our people. Climate change preparation, levees, clean water, clean air, social services, mental health, free counseling, holistic health. I know y'all RFK fuckers will be with that. That's the one, that stuff. And invest in people. Let's invest in people. And you could even use that department as a vehicle for UBI. Instead of just giving out, automated checks per month for the rest of life, like welfare, which you fuckers don't like, people could earn it just like in the military. You serve 1 year, you get, $200 a month for life. You serve 2 years, you get 400. 3 years, so on, up to if you do 20 years, you're then set for life. And I guarantee these people, after 20 years of just working for purpose, they're just going to keep on doing purpose. Because, again, before they took the 40 to 80 grand a year job because the perk was purpose. So if they're willing to work their whole life for just that, for purpose, and they do that and then get UBI, what do you think they're going to do? The purpose. They're just going to do purpose because now they don't got to pay their bills, but they're not going to just, go play Fortnite. They're going to go out there and get their hands dirty and try to help people. You guys are demonizing the wrong folk. Nobody likes government waste. Nobody likes misspending funds. Nobody likes fraud. But if you think the most notorious grifter and con man in history and a bunch of billionaires in his cabinet are the good guys on this, you're blind, deaf, and dumb. I think Elon has a good intention. I do. He's doing some weird shit, and Lord knows geopolitically, I don't know what the fuck's going on. But it's above my pay grade. I don't know. I don't speak on what I don't know. Isn't that refreshing? But I do think he means well. And his self-described diagnosis of empathy's weak and autism or whatever, he's good at systems and finance and tech and engineering. So it's like, that's good. But we also need people who are good at human stuff. I've worked with special ed people my whole life. I was a special ed soccer coach. I help Project Free in Gulfport. Incredible human beings, amazing human beings. And one thing you learn is sometimes the human stuff's a little more difficult with that kind of stuff. Feelings and emotions and stuff is a little tough for extreme cases of autism, and especially the Elon kind. But the ones I know love. The ones I know love. But if you're some sort of Iron Man / Kingpin type, I think it's probably a pretty big human stuff deficit. He said so himself. He said he thinks the main flaw of Western civilization is empathy. I would say that's exactly what makes us human and different from a machine. And you just relate more to the machine. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real. I think he might even be able to put my words in and look at a spreadsheet and be like, you know what? Coley's accurate. So, Elon, let's do another division called DOME, Department of Musk Efficiency. And just like my work with special ed folks, I could help tune up Musk. Let's get this Musk brain super efficient. And what I would suggest to you, bro, is Focus on your strengths, financial systems, engineering, tech, clean technology, and solving complex issues. And leave the human stuff to philosophers, academics, healers, artists, thinkers, like people with empathy. That's who should probably decide human stuff, and you handle the machine stuff, right? And I think that's where you're effing up. I think you're obviously doing too much with all them kids and all these businesses and all this government and all this ketamine, but like just cut the human stuff. Like sell X and stop policing culture. You're not good at it, dude. You're not good at it. You're not. You just, like, somebody says something and you just call him a traitor when the guy's a goddamn astronaut and was in the military and serves our country. Like, you don't know what you're doing. You don't. So cut the human stuff. Stop policing culture. Why would we ask a robot to tell us about human culture? You don't know your shit. Go work on the machine. Kill that shit. Make it super efficient, lean and mean, America greatness. I'm with it. And leave the human stuff to people who care. Like me. Does that not seem win-win? I'm not on anybody's team. I'm not saying anybody's a bad person, a good person. I'm just saying, like, life has duality. There's multiple things that can be true at the same time. Don't just, like, reflexively say, nah, federal worker. I mean, Jesus Christ, like, that's the problem? Nobody likes bureaucracy. It's a function of having a system. I mean, all government is at its best is just, like, society collectively picking stuff. I mean, we all love individualism. I obviously do. But, like, there's some things we got to decide on, like roads and bridges and, how do we, in anything in the public sphere, like, what's going to be the brass tacks here, I just think we're way the F off base in the energy. Maybe some of this stuff is productive. Maybe some of this stuff is good. But the energy's way the fuck off. I mean, way the fuck off. I mean, we are tripping. And rather than just like look within and get better ourselves, we're just picking new things to blame, making it worse on them so then they pick new things to blame and we all just choke. We're choking. We're fucking choking. If a basketball team acted like this in the fourth quarter, they would not win the game. So, let's go, Coach Coley.
I don't know shit. Right now 76, thinking. I don't know shit. I don't know shit.